And you? What? No, Allan, Dragon. Okay. That's great.
Hey.
Hello guys.
Hi.
Happiness is not logical. And it's not a problem we can solve, like doing a math problem. We all want happiness. And me too, I'm not an exception. When I was little, I wanted to be a painter. And I drew watercolor, drew sketches, a lot of things, want to make my life happy. And when I was about 15, I wanted to become a manga artist. And I drew a lot of things like using computer software. And later on, I changed my goal. Entering college, I became very interested in English. And also, I was interested in international affairs, diplomatic relations. Just about every time that I settled down for something, I feel like my life became a little bit more secure, a little bit happier. It seems as if I was solving the problem of happiness. Only to find that life is not that easy. To be sure, indeed, I had a lot of happy moments while doing all those stuff. But at the same time, I found that sometimes I'm happy. I was happy, and sometimes I was not happy. It seems that sometimes I'm doing something for happiness, but sometimes the happiness is gone. It's paradoxical. Recently, there is a book that became very popular. It's called, in English, The Courage to be Hated. I was really interested in what it was all about, and I haven't read it, so I went onto the library website and saw this. As you can see, about 54 people who were waiting in a line want to borrow this book. It's crazy. You can wait and wait until you graduate, you still cannot borrow it. Yeah. So, a sentence from this book, from the author, the so-called freedom is to be hated. And if someone hates you, that shows that you can live your life the way you want. So, the kind of book that sending this kind of message becomes such crazily popular, I think has something to do with the paradoxical nature of interpersonal relationship in our time. I'm not the author, and I'm not the bookstore salesman who want to promote this book, okay? But it seems that in our time it becomes apparently clear that when people seem very happy, for example on websites like Facebook and Instagram, it is where they get unhappy too. There's a poll asking a question: do you think Facebook has the tendency to give rise to negative feelings? About 90% of the people say yes, and only 10% said no. So let's show something paradoxical here. So people interact with each other for happiness, or at least they think they can avoid unhappiness through that way. But for me, it is the same. I want to get happy through interacting with people. But like many other people, we all want to be independent. We want to have our own lifestyle. So it becomes very paradoxical. Even in very intimate relationships, such as the family, people get very happy sometimes, but we all know that sometimes we have arguments, and happy moments turn out to be sad. Even in seemingly happy moments like maybe this Chinese New Year, we can have arguments. So it's become very paradoxical here too. Another thing is, in our time, that people seemingly not only in interpersonal relationship, people do a lot of activities that seem to be very paradoxical, like doing drugs to get happiness, only to be frustrated for a long time. But on the other hand, positively, they can use the chance to overcome their drug addiction, and through that way, it becomes the most profound insight that leads ultimate happiness. Another thing I want to talk about is religion. When I was little, I didn't understand why people believe in religion at all. Jesus and Buddha, they seemed like, like a fairy tale characters to me. And I didn't understand why intelligent people would believe them. But now I understand. I'm not religious, I'm still a secular. But to me, it's because rational thinking and logic cannot solve every problem in our time. Sometimes we have a happy moment, sometimes we have sad moments. And logical thinking can only explain the thing toward one direction. And sometimes if we use rational thinking too much, we can think, and finally we may commit suicide. So that's the religion. That's where religion can help us. I want to have a quote here. We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that's created. It's from Einstein. Indeed, rational thinking and logic, sometimes they lead us to the extremes. A lot of people stay at home and they think about their own stories, and it becomes a cycle that they think about negative thoughts, and negative thought in turn creates more negative thoughts. So, in my opinion, we should stay open to numerous possibilities in our life and go on with our own stories, but open to the answer that comes from the inside, not outside. Thank you.